Welcome back, guys. I'm Candace Chantel, your favorite manifestation YouTuber and manifestation coach. And another day, another video. We are back with another video where I show you how to get anything you want into your life through manifestation. No vibes, no frequencies, no energies, no rituals, just results. And we get them fast here on my channel. Now, today I want to talk about my favorite manifesting techniques. And you might say, well, wait. You always say techniques don't manifest. And they don't, but we still use them in order to help us manifest what we want. So just a brief overview. Techniques are not what actually manifest. I'm just doing all the air quotes right now. Techniques are not what actually manifest, okay? So when you see people out there that are like, hey, this new method is gonna work for you, it's 369, or use this method, quantum jumping, or use this method 5 by 55. And you guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I have done all of them. I have been on this manifestation LOA times 2, train for over 10 years. If you're on my email list, you know my story. My mom introduced me to manifesting. It's probably been 11 years at this point. But I have tried it all before I actually figured out what it is exactly that manifests, okay? So don't feel bad if you've done any of these things in an attempt to get what you want faster, because everybody sells it to you like this is what's gonna work. When I found out about quantum jumping, I was like, oh yes, let me get my 2 cups of water and I'm gonna drink this water with, oh my God, it was like, yeah, it didn't work. Short story, it did not work. So what actually does manifest is your inner consciousness, whatever reality that you have inside of your mind, whatever story you tell yourself, your underlying assumptions and beliefs about your life. This is not a video about why this works, so I'm not going to go deep into it, but anything that you have manifested or anything that you are experiencing in your life right now is because on a subconscious level, it's what you think that you are, is what you expect to have, or what you feel like you deserve to get. Point blank, period. That's what your life is showing to you right now. It's a direct reflection of what's going on in here. So in order to manifest exactly what we want in our lives, all we have to do is create that story for ourselves, create those beliefs and assumptions in our mind, and your physical reality will conform to match what's in your mind. I don't want to go through my whole spiel, but you guys watching my channel right now and watching this video, there are probably people that live in your house with you, if you live with someone, or people that you work with, or people in your school. There are tons and tons of people, but everyone is experiencing a different life with different views, with different perspectives. And it's all because it all originates from here, from our stream of consciousness, okay? So the only thing that we're required to do when manifesting is to change that stream of consciousness, to be aware of what we want, and to constantly live in that awareness until it materializes in our physical reality. Now, easier said than done, right? There are definitely some things that I can manifest instantly just because I say, this is what I want. I know it's coming. I know I have it, and it appears. But just like anyone else, there are things that take me longer to manifest because I do have limiting beliefs. I do have deeply embedded thoughts and assumptions about things that I can't change just by flipping a switch in my mind. This is where you come to the techniques. What techniques can we use to help us embed our new beliefs, embed our new thoughts, embed our new consciousness, our new stream into our subconscious, so that whatever is there will naturally manifest for us in our real life. Woo, that was a lot. So let me get to the techniques. The first one, which is one that I talk about a ton on this channel, I even had, these are affirmations. I even have a free affirmation library and affirming guide that I offer to any of my viewers, especially, people here, people on Instagram. And this is one of the strongest ways that you can change your stream of consciousness because it is one of the simplest and easiest things to do. Affirmations are simply new thoughts. They're statements that are new thoughts that you are repeating to yourself over and over in a strategic manner sometimes. Sometimes it's while you're in a state akin to sleep. Sometimes it's as you're drifting off to sleep. You know what I mean? But you're repeating it to yourself over and over in order to have your subconscious, in order to have them, insert and embed into your subconscious, and for your subconscious to accept them, that will now begin to manifest in other ways for you. So to give you an example, your thoughts are an instant manifestation of the thought that came before it. Your thoughts are an instant manifestation of your underlying assumptions and beliefs. So once you change, once you insert new things into your subconscious, creating new beliefs and assumptions, your new thoughts that are going to manifest are going to now directly reflect the affirmations that you've been saying to yourself. So affirmations is one of my favorite things to use because they're so easy. Not only are they easy, but they make you feel good. They can pump you up. I mean, have you heard some of or have you seen some of the affirmations that are in the library there? There are tons on different topics, like manifesting, your self-concept, like basically your story of yourself and who you are in relation to the world and other people around you. Specific person affirmations, when you're trying to get a certain behavior or a certain outcome from a specific person. Money, health. When you say these things, you can really feel as if you are living in this end state that you want to manifest. Affirmations are just something that are so easy, so simple to do. So they are my number one technique that I suggest to you, to any clients, everyone, when you want to make an immediate change in your life. Now, the second technique that is my favorite, and I'm going to be honest, you guys, for me, this technique works better than affirming. Newsflash. I think this technique works better than affirming, but affirming is the easiest and it gets the good results also, so I put that at number one. So the number two technique that I use is visualization. When I was learning about the law of assumption from Neville Goddard, like reading a ton of his books and listening to his lectures, he always focused on visualizing in a state akin to sleep. He would make it so easy where you would visualize like a very short scene that implied that you already have your manifestation, and you would simply use it as you were drifting off. Or for me, because a state akin to sleep can be anything. It can be a meditative state. It can be a drowsy state. You visualize during this time and basically just don't even worry about it after that. And somehow, magically, a bridge of events occurs and your manifestation appears in your life. Now, the reason why it works is because when you're in a state akin to sleep, your subconscious is like wide open and it's much more impressionable to what you want to tell it, meaning it will accept it easier, meaning you will believe it, you can feel like it's real, you can live in the end. So visualizing is super, super powerful in this state. The reason why I love visualizing, the reason why I love visualizing and I think it's better than affirming is because when you visualize, you can actually, it's almost like embedding a memory into your subconscious. Like you loop it over and over in your mind. Your subconscious takes it, especially if you do it as you go to sleep. And it basically is like a snowball effect where it just blows it up and gives it to your higher self. And it's like, hey, do what you need to do to make this happen. You know what I mean? And so it is almost the easiest way to make it seem like what you want is possible because you can already feel it. It's like it already happened to you. It's much easier for you to think, feel, and act from a place of having it because you have embedded that whole script into your subconscious through visualization. So I absolutely love to visualize. I do it every single night as I'm drifting off to sleep for whatever it is that I want to manifest. I do have a video on visualizing for people who like immediately checked out when I said that because they're like, I can't visualize. Because you can. It is so simple. And even if you can't visualize, the whole point is to be able to feel it real. So even if you can't visualize, like create an image, like a visual image, you can use your other senses. You can use, like your sense of hearing, your sense of touch, your sense of smell. You can visualize for what you want. I'm sure that even if you can't see the mental image right now, if you closed your eyes and I told you, imagine there's like a stack of money in your hand right now, a stack of bills in your hand right now, you can feel it. If I told you to close your eyes and imagine there's like a fresh baked cookie, like chocolate chip cookie in front of you right now, like, and just smell it, I bet you can smell it. This is all that I'm talking about when I say visualize. I just mean be able to use your senses to really create a scene. Neville calls it an imaginal scene where you feel like it is real. I love this. I will attribute this to, when I want to manifest rapidly, I'm consistent with visualization and I get results within days or weeks. I have never had to wait a month even for a manifestation when I'm visualizing. Okay, so I've gone over affirming, I've gone over visualizing. I have two more that I want to talk about. The first one is scripting. This is something you guys already know. I just added this in there because I'm a person who likes to script. I love to-do lists. I love journals. I have like a whole stack of like 1 million journals. Every time I'm at Target, I buy another one. If I'm at Five Below, I buy another one. Even if I'm at the Dollar Tree, anywhere that there's like a journal with a pretty cover and a blank inside, I'm getting it. Okay, so that's just for me. All right, but the reason I want to add this to the list here is because when you're scripting, this is something that helps you if you think you have a bad imagination, if you think you are struggling to feel something real, just taking a few minutes and scripting out what it is like having your manifestation just knocks all that out of the park for you. It completely takes care of it. There's so many different ways to script. You can script something as if you already have your manifestation and you're just doing a diary entry of what it was like that day living with your manifestation. You can do it as if you're answering a question or retelling a story of how your manifestation came about. You know, for people who like to write things down and journal, this is a perfect way to be able to really just get lost in the process, write down something imaginal, and this kind of takes the place of visualizing if you say you don't like to do that. So scripting is definitely my number 3 favorite technique. And then number 4, which I've already done a video on this, is talking to myself in the future or talking to my future self, however it is that you understand it. So basically, there's a version of me. Once I decide what I want, the fact that I have already decided it means it's already there. You guys know the statement, creation is already finished, right? It's already complete. So there's a version of me who already has what I want. So what I will do, and again, this is something that I do when I want something really, really fast. I'm consistent with doing this every single day, is I take a few minutes and I talk to that version of myself. I talk to my future self about the manifestation. Boom, just like that. Some people like to use the telephone method. This is kind of similar, where you're talking to another person about your manifestation and like they're talking back to you. But I like to use this method because to me, it kind of knocks out a whole, like some different aspects of manifesting. So when you're talking to your future self, not only are you able to feel it real, not only are you kind of saying your affirmations, not only are you, pretty much writing an imaginal scenario of what happened, but you're also literally talking to your future self. And you may think that nothing is going on. You may think it's all imaginary and it's all pretend. But by you accessing that future version of you, you are able to download information about how they think, how they feel, how they're acting that you do not have right now as the current version of you that doesn't have what you want. So by talking to that future version, not only are you tapping into all of that knowledge, but you're automatically putting yourself, for the entire conversation, you're putting yourself exactly where you need to be to put out the energy, to put out, to be on the vibration of already having what you want. Now, on this channel, we do not strive to be on a certain vibrational level. We do not strive to hit a frequency. Absolutely not. We are not putting any energy into that. However, the law still exists. The law of vibration still exists. So what a bonus it is, what a plus it is that by talking to your future self, you can immediately place yourself on the exact vibration that you need to be on just by having that conversation. So I absolutely love doing that because you guys know from my other videos that I use law of assumption, law of attraction, law of vibration, and law of action. And talking to your future self really kind of like knocks all of them out. I'm all about rapid manifestation, and that is like the quadruple whammy that gives you everything you need all in one punch. And it's fun to do. I mean, I do it when I'm in my car so that other people like don't think I'm crazy, but still it's fun to do. Okay, so I hope this video on my favorite techniques helped you out. These are all techniques that I use at some point in some form or fashion to help me retrain my subconscious to get what I want faster. Now, I'm a manifestation coach, so if you need me to help you out, as always, check the links in the description box below, and I will see you next time.